So once again, we are doing another quick video of books I got. It's not a book haul, it's just a couple of books that I ordered from Amazon. And this is the newest Batman Ultimate Guide edition. It says new edition right here. This is actually from this year, 2022. If you watch this in another year, then of course it's old now. But this has a lot of information about the actual Batman character, his allies, his love life, his villains, key stories. Everything you could possibly want in a Batman Ultimate Guide, you'll find in this book. And I just got it, so I have no idea what's in it, but that's basically the gist of these Ultimate Guides, like the other ones I've showed you for the other books I've gotten. So just open up the book here to a random page. You see there are various information about the weapons that Batman has, from his utility belt, the batarangs, the bat cuffs, the aerosol sprays. You know, he carries all these different types of stuff with him for different types of situations. If you ever wanted information on different vehicles that Batman has, partaked in using in his exploits, you can find him in his book as well. He had a Batcopter, he had a Batcycle, of course he has the Batraptor, the Batspawn, the Batwing. Everything he's used, they document in this particular edition. Colorful stories from the past, like World's Finest with Robin and Superman from the 1940s and 50s, to the darker stories of the 1980s, when Batman officially became the Dark Knight. And that's the actual Batman that I remember, because I was a kid of the 80s. And I grew up with this type of Batman, especially in 1989 when the Batman movie came out starring Michael Keaton, and he was the Dark Knight. More information on Batman and Superman. One of the best, superhero duels, in my opinion, in comic book history. You've got Clark Kent, Superman there with Lois Lane. You've got Bruce Wayne there with his woman, Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman. It's pretty cool. There's information here of Batman and his son Damien that he had with Talia al Ghul, which is Ra's al Ghul's daughter, and Ra's al Ghul being one of Batman's deadliest enemies. Besides reading about the stories in these particular books, I love the artwork, different art styles you get to see. You get to see art styles of the past, when Batman was drawn the way he was then, to the way he's drawn in absolutely dynamic, epic detail now. Just looks absolutely amazing. Definitely worth a buy if you're a Batman fan like I am. Before I go, I just want to take a look at this. These are some of the rogues gallery of Batman. You have Solomon Grundy, the zombie guy, David Kane, you have the Calculator, you have Calendar Man, you have Catman, you have Black Spider, you've got Cavalier, Lady Shiva. A lot of people know about her because I believe she was in a lot of those animated series and animated movies that came out. A couple of them anyway, I should say, not many. Deadshot, Dr. Hurt, Dr. Phosphorus. He has a lot of people. I mean, his villains are pretty decent for the most part. And there are still more on this page. Professor Pig, you've got Punchline, Deathstroke, Maxie Zeus, who was in the animated series back in the 90s when I was a kid, Jervis Tetch, who is known as the Mad Hatter, KG Beast, Firefly, Flamingo, Hugo Strange, Man-Bat, Ventriloquist, Mr. Zaz, the guy that has all those scars on his body. He puts those scars on his body when he commits his murders. Anarchy, Kite Man. I'm sure Bane is in here. He has his own page dedicated to him, I'm sure. Like I said, there is a section here with Batman's love life. You see Barbara Gordon. There's a number of people here. Jezebel, she looks like she could be Hispanic or black. There is actually a black woman right here that Bruce Wayne was messing with back in the 80s. Didn't work out, though. You got Julie Madison. A lot of these people I don't know. I only know really about Barbara and Talia al Ghul and Catwoman. Don't know about the rest. Silver, St. Cloud. So when you buy a book like this, you're basically buying it to find out all the information that you ever wanted to know about the character, which is why I bought this, because I'm curious about some of the stories and key issues, as well as the characters that, took part in these particular storylines and came in and out of Bruce Wayne / Batman's life. And I don't want to show you the whole book, because hopefully some of you fans out there will actually buy this book. I think it's only about $20 or maybe $25 all with tax. I think it was like 18. They charged me maybe 23, 24, maybe 25. But they have an allies page too. Wonder Woman is allies. Superman, you've got Catwoman that sometimes teams up with him. That's also his pretty much his love interest. Barbara Gordon, who is now Oracle. Dr. Leslie Tompkins, who used to be old, and at one point they made her a black woman. Now she's back to being a white woman. Spoiler, Batgirl. You've got Batwing. You've got the Huntress. We know who she is, Batwoman, Azrael. So there are a number of things you can read about. There's going to be something for everyone in this book. So I recommend, if you're a Batman fan, get on Amazon. I'll show the cover of the book one more time before I end this. Batman, The Ultimate Guide, New Edition from DK Books and DC.